Welcome, everybody, to the Rebelle Rally. This is day one of competition and your live show presented by Toyota. We're here in northern Nevada, right outside of the Fellini Ranch and outside of Area 51. Did we see UFOs last night? Tune in to find out. We have got cars lining up on the starting line. Even though they don't start until 7 o'clock, they have to make sure that they are set and ready to begin their day. So they'll be going off the line at 6:45 right now. This is me, Emmy Hall. I am your host for this wonderful Rebelle Rally show, and I've got my good pal, Matthew Johnson, sitting next to me. How'd you sleep last night?
Good morning. Really well.
Yeah?
Amazing, and was warm. And now we are not warm.
No, it's fine in night when you've got your sleeping bag, but right now I'm just a little like, I'm a little cold.
So here we are. Look, the Rebelle Rally is off the ground and running. We've done our prologue. It's day one. As a former competitor, were you ready to jump right in day one? Were you guys super focused and organized for day one? What was your strategy?
Yeah, I mean, day one is always you want to make sure that you remember that this is a marathon and not a sprint, right? Because if you go, pardon the expression, balls out on day one, you're going to lose steam by day 7. So you really, really have to pace yourself. Having said that, this is the time when you're realizing, okay, I need to manage my time throughout the whole day. I need to make sure that I am not spending too much time at each checkpoint, just enough time to make sure that I'm navigating accurately. So this is a game about strategy, and this is a game about time management, and today is when it all comes to fruition.
Awesome. Well, we've got some cars lining up. They're lining up in the order of their performance yesterday in the REC. And we've got some highlights of yesterday, I'm told.
Okay.
I'm going to have a few of those to see. But about the prologue, 20 or more teams got maximum score. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. And they're lining up today in the order that they in the order of how well they did on the REC, on the Enduro. And what's interesting is I was talking to some teams, and some folks, they like to leave early off the line. Some like to leave later. It's all part of their strategy. And I talked to some teams that actually tried to throw the REC so that they could leave later in the day today. So
I love it. Okay.
It's going to be interesting, though, because I'm not sure how Chrissy Beavis, our head scoring judge, is going to feel about that.
That's interesting. So, yeah, we had 20-ish teams get maximum score, and she did not pile all them together. She told me that she actually separated them
she did?
into the starting order today. But anyway, a lot of the teams are figuring out the REC. If you can get that down, it's easy points.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know that we've got some really cool highlights from that REC and the rest of the prologue, so let's take a look. Welcome back, everyone, here to the live show presented by Toyota here at the Rebelle Rally. And one thing I really liked about that highlight video is it really shows some of the awesome terrain that they have up here in northern Nevada. Yesterday was an easy driving day, but they still had to manage some of that silt. All of the vehicles came back just like covered in dust. It was pretty cool. And I love that shot of, I couldn't tell what vehicle it was because there was so much silt coming over the front of it. It was just so great. Yeah, it might have been the Passport. I just love that. All right. Now, if you have just tuned in, you might be a little kind of confused about our checkpoint system. You know, the Rebelle Rally is a very different kind of motorsports event. It's not a race for speed. It's not just who can go the fastest from point A to point B. It's about who can navigate the most accurately. And we have 3 kinds of checkpoints, and each checkpoint is worth a different amount of points.
The green checkpoints are worth, you would think, maybe the least points because of the easiest, but they're worth the most points.
Right. And why did we do it that way?
Well, the real reason we do it that way? Well, honestly, it's, it keeps everybody moving down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You get a lot of points. You got to go to the greens. We know where everybody is. We get to check in with them. As a reminder, our green checkpoints have someone from safety there.
Mm-hmm.
We have course officials there.
Yeah.
We have a Starlink there. We have communications there. So anything going on course that we need to pay special attention to or someone needing some help, green checkpoints is where we've got folks staffed. Blue checkpoints.
Blue checkpoints are a little bit more difficult to find. They are marked by either a blue flag, which is smaller than our green flag, or a blue piece of rebar. And trust me, that blue piece of rebar can be really hard to find. They've put it like behind a rock. One time they put it in like this shack.
Yeah,
and
I remember that one.
Yes, you remember that. And once I was convinced that Emily Miller and Chrissy Beavis put a blue checkpoint inside someone's RV in Glamis. I was wrong, but I was convinced that the blue checkpoint was in there.
I was with Paolo that year, one of our photographers, and we set up at that shack. I was
Did
like,
you?
There's a blue stake in here. We just set up in the bushes beside the shack.
So even though those blue checkpoints are marked, you still need to be accurate with your navigation.
Okay, so let's talk about the hard ones.
The black checkpoints are the hardest. Those are not marked at all. So for those, you need to use your distance measurements that you've got on your map and on your TerraTrip. You have to use triangulation. Those are where that's what separates the top competitors from the rookies. But what's interesting is that those are worth the least. So even though it really separates, that's where the competition is won or lost, you're still not getting a lot of points for them. That's why you might see in the final standings that someone has won just by 5 points because they got 2 more black checkpoints than somebody else.
Or actually tied.
Yeah, or tied. Maybe I have tied a couple of times. There might be tiebreakers in place just because of Rebecca and I.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about that.
Yeah, tying for the overall win. As you can see, the sun is coming up here.
Thank God we get a little bit of warmth.
Teams are jumping in their vehicles ready here. We're gonna give the overview for one.
Yeah. So we've got little Miss Katie is out there on the starting line. So let's see who she has got. Looks like team 156.
And now Kramer and I are out here freezing, but I'm here with Andrea, who's out. What I always get it wrong. Team. What's the exact title for your position?
Oh, my position? I don't have a team. I am my own team.
Yes.
Competitor liaison.
Competitor liaison. I always get that wrong. So what's the general vibe of all the teams this year? I see there's a lot of rookies.
We do. We have a lot of rookie teams this year, but it's great. We've seen almost all of them at every single training that we've done. They've worked really hard to get here and seen the progress, and they're out here to finally use everything they've learned and put it to the test.
So you do a lot of behind the scenes before the rally even starts. Can you just give us a quick overview of what your job is from, a few months back?
Yeah, every single person that you see here today in a vehicle, whether they're driving or navigating, has filled out a form to compete online, and I'm their point of contact. I'm the first person they hear from. They hear from me all year long, giving them all the information that they need to prepare, staying in touch with them, checking in, making sure they have what they need from us to do what they're coming out here to do, and then finally getting to see them all at tech inspection and then see them off the line on the first official day of points competition it's very, very exciting.
Thank you very much. So if you're watching at home and you're curious about doing the Reveille Rally, go to rebellerally.com and sign up for 2025, which will be our 10th anniversary. We've been doing this for 10 years. Now, I'm not sure what's going on behind me, but there's definitely some action because Emily's supposed to be over talking about the course. But when the course has changes, things have to happen before 7 a.m. when they take off. How's it going, Rasa?
Good. We had some last-minute changes on our...
Oh, Rasa's giving us the intel. Tell us what happened.
So we have a replot on 3X, and 4X and 5X are swapped. So we've got to make sure we're getting them in the right order, and we now know where the sponsor flag is that we're looking for. It's not exactly where it was when they said it at the briefing. So.
Fantastic. Now, well, that's actually not fantastic. That's a little nerve-wracking.
And extra work to do, but it's okay. We're going to do our enduro first, and then we're going to worry about it.
Only Rasa would be this calm, cool, and collected with this kind of change. Now, last night you told me it was 300 and how many thousand miles on
330,000 on the 2004 Toyota Tacoma. We're 20 years old.
20 years old. She's a beast. Okay, ladies, I'm not going to take any more of your time. Enjoy. We'll see you when you get back. So we won't ask Emily what's going on because she needs to get back and see Emmy. Hi, ladies. How are you going?
Not too bad. We had a good day yesterday, so we're just getting ready to start our first real day.
I hear there's been a few changes. You look very cool, calm, and collected.
I'm trying to. It's a good. I'm pretending to be an actress. Yeah. We're trying to just, like they always say, ride the middle and try to just take the day. And we practiced and remember that and see what we can do today.
Well, good luck out there.
Thank you.
I love that. Emily Miller has a lot of Emilyisms, and one of them is ride the middle. And the Rebelles remember these quotes. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
Andrea, how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
What's with the little tiny gap for me to talk to you?
Well, this is an enduro start this morning, and I have all of my cheat sheet notes here as a driver for the enduro. So you can see it's a dry erase.
See, seasoned Rebelles have... Can we see it? If Kramer went around the other side, would he be able to see it?
Yep.
Can you do that, babe? So, seasoned Rebelles have all these little tips and tricks. And Andrea in there, very cool, calm and collected as a navigator. Look at her get up on the navigation table right there, Kramer, as well. I'm making Kramer do all the work this morning.
We've got three little timers here, one to start when we go off the line, and then 2 to start when we have the enduro going.
So I understand you get a choice today. Have you had a conversation about what choice you're going to make for the course?
We don't as the X-Cross class. That's the 4x4 class that has a choice.
Yeah. Oh, I caught the tail end of that briefing. Yes, okay, thank you very much for clarifying.
We'd love to do the X route for the 4x4, but...
And we still do have X checkpoints that we could hit, but we don't have like a route specific that we have to pick or choose.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that Matthew... Oh no, he doesn't look ready for this. We're gonna talk to one more car and then we're gonna get the intel from Matthew. Okay, Brianna. Good morning. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great. Slept pretty good, got some rest. I don't know if you saw all the stars this morning, but they were beautiful.
I did see them.
They were awesome. And you can see the dipper this morning. Oh, it was so nice.
I saw Orion. Like, it was pitch black when we woke up.
Yes, it was.
So I understand you have a choice today. Have you talked about what your choice might be?
I think we're going to go for the technical 4x4 route. It sounds like there's some beautiful views, some technical driving, so a lot of driver fun. So I'm excited about that.
All right, we'll get out there and have a good time. We'll see you when you get back. Okay, let's go back and talk to Matthew and find out what exactly is going on.
Yeah, I just happened to be, in the office earlier when Jimmy called in.
Jimmy Lewis, our course director.
Yeah, Jimmy's out setting the checkpoint. So in the morning, if you're not aware, our course officials go and set checkpoints that morning. There's not stuff that we leave out in the field. So Jimmy's out setting the course in the X route checkpoints this morning, and it encounters an area that evidently had been bulldozed and changed significantly from when it was set. So a bit of reorganization was needed, and luckily the first car hadn't left the line yet. So Emily and Chrissy are running around organizing that.
And you know, Emily and Chrissy, they're out here and they pre-run the course multiple times. But these are public lands that we're running on, and so sometimes things change. And the part of the thing about the Rebelle is being adaptable and rolling with those punches, and that is just what our teams were able to do. We got the first car off the line, 156. They have all the information that they need. Okay. So we should all be set, and this just means that as they come up to the starting line, they'll learn all about the new changes that we've got.
Well, we are going to show you a video on how to follow us on the Reveille Rally.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Beavis. I'm the competition director and head of scoring, and I want to show you a couple of things about how to follow us. So go over here from the Reveille Rally website, go over to live, and live tracking is where you can actually watch the teams and see where they are. We've got GPS units on all of the teams, and select the day, and you'll actually be able to see where they all are. So you'll be able to see where they are now. If you turn on and off their tracks, you'll be able to see where they went all day. Then if you want to see their score, you can go to live scoring. And as the days populate, you'll be able to see their daily totals, their standings, and everything about their days. Here's the classes up top here. You can select those and then select which day you want to see, and you'll get to see all of their scores. So check us out on rebellerally.com in the live section.
It's so great that there's so many cool ways to follow the Reveille Rally here and to keep track of the scores of all your favorite teams, of your friends and family. We love having all of the fans here. But I am here with the big honcho of the Reveille Rally. Every day I'm going to give you a new title. Today you're the big honcho, Emily Miller, and you've got some information about the course with our Mapbox flyover. What is going on today on day one?
Yes, it's a big day. Depending on the routes you choose, it can be a really difficult day, but it's going to have some really fun running, just classic Nevada, high desert, fun roads, mining trails up into the mountains, and then big dry lake bed, the classic type of dry lake bed that Nevada is known for.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who have only been out and wheeled in California, California, there's a lot of us that are out wheeling there, and our public lands are fantastic, but a lot of times stuff is rough and whooped out and raced out and all of that, and you don't have as much of that in northern Nevada, so sometimes the driving's a little bit more enjoyable up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy and I were out on course yesterday, and when we were just pre-running recently, the area where there was no silt, it was all silt beds. So there's change, but still, it's fun. It hasn't been torn up, even though it was really silty. And we were thinking, gosh, in about 3 days, they're going to be wishing that they were back in Nevada.
Yeah. Well, we've got our fantastic Mapbox course animation. So, Emily, you can take us through here on day one of where all of our competitors are headed out to.
Yeah, I believe we're going to be looking at the long loop first. There are two loops that that everyone does today. We call it a short loop and then an extended loop or a big desert loop. So they're taking off. They're heading out. They're on an On Time Enduro. They are in the Reveille Valley. It's just absolutely beautiful. They've got some twists and turns here, some fun little speed changes, and they're going to be hitting a green checkpoint. And then they're going to be heading down the valley. I'm watching it now. It's fun because I kind of look back at this and I think about all those special places that they're at. And so they're heading down toward Area 51 as you're watching this is right on out their passenger door. And they're heading down toward the town of Rachel, Nevada. Right there, they're going to be making a turn. They're headed up to cross the highway called the Extraterrestrial Highway, and they're heading up over a beautiful pass. They're kind of pointed at the Basin and Range National Monument. Little do they know they'll be out in that area tomorrow. Right here, they hit a blue checkpoint. They turn and they cross over this just stunning pass. They're dropping down. It's really fun running there, double track. They're looking at this big, massive dry lake bed. That may not look very big to you, but when they hit that green checkpoint, you can't see across it. It's they're going to be doing dead reckoning to a black diamond checkpoint. There are a couple of them out there. Then right here, we went ahead and took out this section. They're going to run this tomorrow in the Enduro. You see them turning into the mountains. The reason why we did that is from a timing standpoint. That is a long loop. So we've dropped that from the course. They already know that. And they actually don't know that it existed. Now they're headed back to the start-finish. They can have a 5-gallon fuel splash right here. So now what they're going to do is we're going to show you the short loop. The short loop is technical. It's approximately, I think, 83 kilometers. So here they go. They've gotten their 5-gallon fuel splash. They're going to head back down the Enduro course. And you know what's great? You can do that because once you switch to map and compass, it won't even look the same.
No, not
As a
at
navigator, your head is buried in the road book, and now you're looking up and out and at all the terrain as you go and collect checkpoints. Mm-hmm. So they're heading back into the Reveille Valley. They are going to hit a blue checkpoint, and then they are going to turn up into the mountains. You know, amazing out here. They're going to see pronghorn antelope. Just awesome.
And they have their choice of the long loop or the short loop, right?
Yes, they do. So let's see. Looking at that flyover.
And is one loop worth more points than the other?
You know, yes. One loop is worth one more than the other because there's no way to really equalize those routes. So what they need to do, and just so you know, when they get into this technical area, they do have an option between X and regular for the 4x4s. Crossovers, the technical area back here is too technical. Where you see them up right now, we just had a course change this morning because they decommissioned an area, a road. Literally just, there's some active mining going on back there. There's also an area called Goblin Knob, which is just beautiful.
It's beautiful. That's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, it really is. It's just stunning. But where you're looking up in there right now, there are a lot of different roads. It's really easy to get turned around. But their X checkpoint routes is very technical. It's off camber. It's there's a lot of tight trees. We've already warned them about pinstriping their cars. You can see them heading back now to the start-finish line where they finished the day. But let's talk a little bit more about that area. There are heights. There are big views, but you'd have to like heights. You have to like four-wheel drive low range. You gullies and the unknown. And so it's really going to be interesting to see how the roads they choose to get those X checkpoints.
Right.
Now, as they go into Goblin Knob, the X route, for the crossovers, that is a technical entry into Goblin Knob. If you're a good driver in an X-Cross, you can make that climb. The ones who get in there and spin their wheels and don't pick a good line are going to probably have to opt out and head back to the pavement, skip that checkpoint, exit, and then go back to base camp.
All right.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, so you can follow along there on your YB trackers and on Rebelle Rally Live, and you can see if any of those X-Cross cars decided to take it and then decided to pull back, and that's what's really cool about having Yellowbrook and Iridium out here, making sure that everybody knows where everybody is.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Emily Miller, for coming in here, the big honcho of the Rebelle Rally. Go out. I know you've got a ton of stuff to do, and we've got Katie Kunkel back talking with some competitors.
Good morning. I've got Kramer running around, which is a good thing because he is freezing. So as you all know, our show is presented by Toyota. So I'm here with one of our Toyota teams, and I just learned that Sandra Lee got married last week, and she's here on her honeymoon with us. Congratulations.
Thank Thank you so much. We're super excited to be here. Had to postpone the honeymoon, but I'm so glad I got to be here with Myra as my new partner for this honeymoon. It's been a blast, and a huge shout out to Alex back at home for supporting me to being here. So,
Hi, husband. This is so good. I'm going to let them talk to the technical team because we've got a small change happening here this morning, and there's a few changes to their checkpoint guides. Good morning. How are you, Toby?
It's good.
You look really happy and calm today.
I am.
Did you get a good night's sleep?
Yes. Yeah.
So what's your strategy for today?
Just stay calm and just trust ourselves. Yeah.
Trust ourselves. I love that one. I'll let you get ahead, and we're going to go down and check out what our roving, we call her our roving photographer, Nicole Dreon, who's getting a fabulous shot here of Verena. Hi, good morning. How are you? I'm good. I'm glad we get to chat this morning.
I know.
I just talked to everyone about Sandra, who just got married. Have you found any other little nuggets for us this morning? Putting you on the spot.
Oh my gosh, we are on the spot right now. No, I just thought it was so cool that she was spending her honeymoon with us.
I know.
That was good. And I was here with Kendra, and we were laughing. She's like, "Oh, I have to do this serious shot right now." Kendra, how many years have you been with us?
8.
8. Yes. Yes.
And Kendra's wearing shorts, Kramer.
I know.
She's wearing shorts.
I know.
Good Lord.
We're from the Pacific Northwest.
This isn't that cold for here. So.
Good luck out there today. We'll see you when you get back. Okay, let's go chat to Team 189 in the Bronco. Good morning, Amanda. How are you doing?
Katie, I'm doing well. How are you?
I haven't talked to you yet. There's a lot of heat coming out of this car. If you want to get closer, Kramer,
want to hold
get
the
an
steering
inside
wheel?
shot. Is it a heated steering wheel?
It is.
Oh, Kramer, put your hand on there, love.
Oh my gosh, you don't have gloves on.
No, we don't have gloves on, so heated steering wheel. How are you doing this year?
We're doing great. We had a really good time yesterday. I've got a badass navigator this year, and we're going to have a good time.
Good for you. Now, I understand you've got a choice to make today. Have you talked about that?
We're going to take the X route. I'm excited for some difficult, challenging driving, and Julia believes in me, so we're going to do our best.
Julia believes in me. Good luck out there, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Have a great time. So I was at the competitor briefing this morning, and Emily Miller said the X checkpoints, 13 and 14, I'm probably getting that wrong, but anyway, the point is she told them that they had to make a decision and go in, and they weren't allowed to turn around. So these decisions are pretty important. If you know once you're in, you can't turn around. Now we've got one of our forward teams. Oh, Melissa, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
What's your strategy for today? Day 1.
Win.
That wasn't subtle.
Okay, get all the points.
Get all the points.
Yeah.
Are you happy with your start order today?
Yeah, it's good because we got the CP guide right at 5, but we were 16th off the line or 17th off the line. So we had a little bit of extra time to plot. So we're ready.
Wow, good luck. I'm just going to let you wind your window up and go win. That's some serious competition there. What are you going to do today? I'm going to win. We'll circle back with that this afternoon. I love the competitive energy this year, and we've got a lot of Rebelles that have mixed it up and have different partners, which is interesting. Their window is up, which is a really strong sign to maybe send it back to Matthew and Emmy. How's it going over there, guys?
Great, Katie. I love. She just intuits things.
Well, the thing is as I was talking to the competitors last night, I said, listen, if you don't want to talk to us, roll up your window or just give us a no, and we get it because there's a lot of stuff that's happening in the morning, and they're here to compete. They're not here to talk to us,
right?
And we respect that.
And there's how many of us on the media team? 30-some people on the media team.
A million of us, and they're all just like, leave me alone.
They need to do the competition so that we have some work to do ourselves. So we can appreciate that.
Well, I know that some of you actually missed our highlight reel. Maybe it was too early in the morning for you. Listen, I get it. It's early. So we wanted to do a quick replay of that. And I want to see it, too, because I love all those silt shots.
Yeah, same.
So let's run that highlight reel one more time.
Wow. So you really see the silt. They drove through a
You
bunch
do.
of silt.
You do.
So, we have some viewers on the East Coast. And when I lived on the East Coast, I didn't really understand this silt thing. I'm like, what? You mean sand? You just mean fine sand? And no, silt is like driving through talcum powder. You sink in it. It gets everywhere. You're driving a brand new car that should be like air proof. It's just floating up inside the car. You're breathing it like.
Then the next time you turn on your air conditioning system, it'll come.
Well, so as you can see there, somehow our videographer Maddie B shot pretty much the whole reel for 2024 in one day.
I know,
there.
it's
All
so
that
crazy.
was him.
It's so I love all of our video guys and gals. It's amazing. Well, we had a quick shot there of someone checking their tire pressures before they head out onto this On Time Enduro for the day. But I think Katie, of course, has got another interview for us. Katie, who are you talking to?
Kramer's running for me. It's all go here this morning. And now I've just lost my interview. I'm not talking to navigators because their heads are in the map, something fierce this morning. I've come round to talk to drivers because navigators seem to be quite busy this morning. How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. Ready to rock and roll. It's our rookie year, so we're ready to get off the line and have some fun today.
How'd it go yesterday?
Excellent. Shockingly well. I was surprised. All that training paid off.
Good for you. I'll let you drive up so you don't
Thank
have
you.
to wait. And now, oh great, they're making us work for our money today, Kramer. We've got to get down here to Team 134. We could go and talk to Ryan from VOD. Oh no, he's shaking his head. Absolutely not. And they're not going to talk to us because they're very busy. So we're going to slide in here to see Rebecca and Cinderly. Good morning, ladies. Goodness me, we're running, which is good because it's cold. How are we doing this morning?
We're good. You're going to have to walk and talk with us.
Yes, I can walk and talk.
And Chrissy, I think, is going to talk to us. Chrissy. We're eating and we're multitasking. Yeah.
Excellent. How'd you sleep last night? You ready to rock and roll?
I slept like a baby. Yeah. Waking up every 2 hours and crying.
How did it go yesterday?
It went really well. We figured out quite a bit, and our communication is getting dialed in, and we're feeling good. Yeah.
Fabulous. And how's your vehicle going?
Vehicle's great. I have a wonderful navigator who knows how to drive as well, so spotting has been brilliant.
Interesting. That's one of the most important parts of the Rebelle. If you haven't got a spotter, things can get quite difficult. What happened to your finger?
I have stitches.
From yesterday?
No, from about a week ago.
What happened?
Rigging the shovels, and I slipped off the screw and boot right into my finger. It's a very fortuitous one.
Well, I'm glad we got to join you for your breakfast, Rebecca. We'll see you when you get home. Emmy and Rebecca have competed for many years together and podiumed, and now we've got an up window. As Emmy just said earlier, if there's an up window, that means no thanks, Katie. Not interested, which is fair enough. And another, oh, that seems forced. No, she's not wanting a window down. Okay, let's have a little listen in here. Not a lot of talking going on. Okay. And Chrissy, you know what? I'm just going to throw it back to you, Matthew, because your wife is messing things up for me here with the points today.
She does that. When she's on a mission, don't get in the way of Beavis. You'll get plowed over. Trust me. So we're just chatting with Becca there She drilled into her finger the other day.
Yeah, that tracks.
Anybody that uses drills often, you've probably done that also, or had some near misses. I've definitely drilled into my thumb before. That's no fun. But a bit about them. Were they one of the ones you think that had the strategy in the REC? And
they totally tried to throw the REC. And
So explain that to viewers.
Oh, okay. So the idea for today's starting order was if you did well in the REC, that's how you would start further up in the line. Rebecca and Cindy, they wanted to start later, and the strategy for them behind that is that they want more time in the morning to plot. That way you can see more of your day. If you start first off the line, it's really hard to get all of your checkpoints plotted on your map. So you might be going out in the morning not really knowing what your afternoon is looking like, and then you have to find time during the day to plot those afternoon checkpoints. So other teams feel differently. That is how Cindy and Rebecca feel. They want to get everything down. So they intentionally tried to throw the REC so they'd have more time this morning. And Rebecca came back and she's like, we still got 19 out of 20 points. And I'm like, oh, you guys are so good you can't even throw something. You can't even do bad when you try.
And away they go in the BMW there this morning.
So, and I was talking to the teams yesterday about that REC, and it was a very, very high-speed one. Like, normally, all of our enduros are like 30 kilometers per hour, 35 kilometers per hour. This time, they had speeds of 65, 70, 75 kilometers per hour. Again, that's an average speed. So there are some times where you might need to go quicker than that in order to keep that average up. And, you know, normally it's just a little bit slower. You have a little bit more time to figure out your navigation and your times and all that. So it was a little bit of a challenge.
I drove that REC yesterday.
Yeah.
Chrissy sent me on a special mission to rip out there and pick up some stuff. And you're in the middle of what must be 1 million acres.
Really?
That road you could go 500 miles an hour on where they did the REC.
And that's really hard. You do want to go 500 miles an hour, and yet you can't because it's an average speed. All right, Katie, tell us what you have out there on the line.
I'm here with Cara and Danielle, and they have a scent that comes out of their car, and it's strawberry pound cake, and it smells quite delicious. How are you doing this morning, ladies?
We're good.
Team Grit and Grace, what does that mean?
We got to have both, grit and grace.
Yeah, we both have a little bit of grit and grace with each other.
Depending on the day, one of us more of the other.
And what's your strategy today? Are you going for it?
Oh, yeah, going for it. All X's, all blacks.
All the technical.
All the technical.
I like the confidence coming out of Grit and Grace. I won't hold you.
Okay.
See you soon.
Thank you.
See what Team 158's up to. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Is it cool if we slow roll while we...
Absolutely. I'm happy to... Oh, there's gloves in this car, Kramer.
Oh, awesome.
Tell me how you're going this morning.
I feel great this morning. It's a beautiful morning, and let's go have some fun.
What's your strategy for day one of the 2024 Rebelle Rally?
Survive.
In one piece.
Yeah, we're here to have fun, to stay friends, and to make it to the finish line every day. That's it.
And keep the car in one piece.
Oh, and don't totally mess up the car.
And does your third teammate have a name?
It does have a name. Its name is Neon 4xe.
Neon 4xe.
4xe.
4xe. Excellent. Well, I won't keep you.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Neon 4xe. See, this is the thing. One of the most important team members you have in the Rebelle Rally is your third teammate, which is your vehicle. And if you don't take care of your vehicle, you're not going anywhere. Good morning, Kristen. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. We're just talking about our third teammates and how we treat them. And on day one, it's pretty important.
It is.
How do you treat your third teammate?
Oh, well, as soon as I got back, I checked the air filter. The dust behaved like water yesterday, hitting the windshield.
Yeah, droplets of silt hitting the windshield.
And I checked the bolts, made sure nothing was leaking this morning. I started it up, made sure none of the tires were flat. She's ready.
She's ready. And you also what?
Oh, also I like to say good morning and give her a little pat and a kiss.
I love it. Taking care of your third teammate. We'll see you when you get back, ladies. Have a great day out there. Another Ford team rolling up. Actually, we'll let them roll up to us. Team 188, Laura Wanless and Penny Dale competing together for the first time.
Hello.
That game face.
Yes.
It's legendary. Laura, what did you call it?
It's resting driver face.
resting driver face. She's got the best on the whole group. How are you guys doing?
Awesome. We're ready to go.
I just talked to Melissa Clark and I said, what's your strategy? And she said win. So how do you feel about that?
Winning is fun. That's what we're always trying to do, is have fun. So I'm going to win every checkpoint, hopefully.
And I feel great about that. She's an X-Cross and she's a Ford, so that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Team Ford, very serious this morning. Will you guys have a great time out there? How did yesterday go, by the way?
It was awesome. We were just, brushing off some cobwebs, getting in sync. We did really good.
Excellent. Well, you have a great day out there and we'll see you when you get back.
Thanks.
Team Ford, all business this morning. And let's have a chat to Team 195 quickly before we go back to Matthew and Emmy, Megan and Elizabeth. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're good. We're ready to rock and roll.
You are? What's your strategy for today?
We don't have a strategy. A specific strategy? We're not going to go for the X's. We're rookie year. It's our, day one. So we're just going to try to avoid the more technical parts, work on time management. That's where we struggled yesterday. I think a lot of teams struggled with time management yesterday. So we're going to work on time management with our blacks.
So when you get in at the end of the day, or when you got in yesterday, did you sit down and have a recap and talk about what, how you're going to think about today?
We did, yes. Sorry.
Last night.
Yeah, we did. And the main thing was time management at our blacks. So that's what we're going to work on today.
Well, good luck with time management, ladies, and I can't wait to talk to you on the finish line. Have a great day.
Thank you.
What a fantastic smile. Okay, Emmy and Matthew, what's going on back at your desk?
Yeah, awesome, Katie.
What's your strategy? Oh, we don't have one.
Yeah, I know. That's fantastic. And really honest.
Yeah.
Strategy.
We're rookies. We don't have
we're
one.
just trying to make sure we leave here at the right time. We're going to figure out what comes next in a minute. Maybe we should get Katie my one wheel. If we need some, additional comedy relief, we'll throw her on the one wheel and then she can zoom around between the cars.
Yeah, then she won't have to walk around so much.
Talking about the third teammate yesterday, even though it was the prologue day and not terribly rough, there were still some problems. There was some third teammate drama yesterday. Team 203 had a flat. Team 136, that's Tammy Jo and Amber, had a torsion bar kind of fail on their Nissan.
On the Xterra. So what I learned about that, because my experience with torsion bars, they've always been one full piece, and if you broke it, you had to replace the whole thing. On the Xterra, apparently, they're kind of like tie rod ends. Their ends are replaceable, and they had extra torsion bar ends, so it was difficult to take it out and put it back in and stuff, but they actually had the part and it was an easy fix, even though it took a while. But I went out there and Ryan, one of the mechanics, was lying underneath there, and one of them, I'm not sure which teammate it was, she's there and Ryan's like, okay, so we got to get this and this, and she's got the gun and she's drilling and she's doing this. So Ryan was giving her this whole lesson about how to do it, very patiently, and she was like, yeah, I got it. So it's so cool, there's a rule that one team member has to be at the mechanics when your vehicle is there. You can always work on your own car if you can and just leave the mechanics out of it. But it's great that the mechanics are also there to help empower and teach people how to work on their vehicle. And I think that's lovely. And honestly, I'd be like, oh, my car broke. Can someone show me a new trick
but
on
being
how to
self-reliant, out in the field, being self-reliant is really incredible.
Yeah.
Another word about Tammy Jo and Amber. They are sisters. Which we knew, but yesterday chatting with them, they were in great spirits when they got back here, and they talked about how their mom watches the show religiously.
Hi, Mom.
Morning.
That's so cute.
Moving on, so we saw the engine swap for 193 yesterday. They came back. I think there was just an exhaust leak maybe to fix last night. So.
Yeah, they said that the truck ran great. They didn't have any problems.
Yeah.
And apparently that engine is 50 horsepower more than the not so great engine that they had before, so they're coming out way ahead on that.
Yeah, I would say. Peg and Shar, her sister, that had 4 days of warning that they were coming.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's number 172. By the way, they scored full points on the REC yesterday.
4?
Yeah, full.
Oh, full.
Maximum points on the REC.
Awesome. Good for them. With a navigator that just had 4 days.
Had 4 days warning they were coming. So
Girl.
Peg's doing driving and REC calculations there. And then last night, the Kia 206, they had some skid plate issues. That's Verena and Kendra.
Yeah, their skid plate mounts decided that they didn't want to be attached anymore. But the mechanics went in there and they just welded the crap out of it. So I don't think those mounts are going to be failing anymore.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's just evidence. Today is rougher. It's longer.
Yeah.
So we really got to take care of those third teammates.
Yep. It's all about preserving your vehicle. Again, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And do we have Katie out there again? Let's see. Where? I don't see her.
Look, Kramer's running, absolutely gunning it. Now, I've been watching Sedona. I've been watching you for a few minutes, and I would like to know, are you meditating? How are you? What are you doing?
I'm definitely taking some deep breaths and settling the nerves and getting ready. Enduros off the start line can be a little stressful.
Thank you. I'm like, she's just really taking it in, and this looks like a really good vibe.
Yeah, good sunrise. It's beautiful.
Excellent. How are you both feeling about today?
Really good. Prepared. We've seen the whole day, kind of taken a look at it and talking about strategic plans.
So Emmy and Matthew have been talking about third teammates. How do you feel about your third teammate this year, ladies?
Good. This is Reba. Yeah. So our Ranger Raptor. She's fabulous.
Yeah. We had a great test day yesterday and it was fun.
Awesome. Well, you guys have a great day out there.
Thank you.
Cool, calm and collected and breathing deeply. Bailey Campbell and Sedona. Now let's go and see what the Brute Squad are up to. Oh, Kristen's going to drive away. Jill's very busy navigating. Shall I come around to your side? Oh, no, okay. Sorry, Kramer. How are you going?
Good, how are you guys?
We can keep moving.
Ah, okay. All right.
There you go. How's it going?
It's going well.
Are you busy plotting something?
Yeah, they gave us a last-minute checkpoint change, and I was just like, well, that actually is good because that checkpoint didn't make sense to me. So hopefully when I replot it, it will now make sense. I was like, yeah, it looks like it's on top of a mountain and there's no way to get there.
Silver lining.
Silver lining.
Talk about a plot twist, literally.
I like that. I'm good with the plot twists.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like the change in the game today has helped out. Brute Squad, have a great day out there, ladies. Okay, who's in this Rubicon? 177. Good morning. How are you going, ladies?
We're good.
What's your strategy for today?
Finish. Finish with the car in place. Still friends. Yep.
We
want to at least end en route today.
Yeah.
Like we don't want to get lost.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you won't get lost, and I'll see you when you get back here for dinner, which I wonder what we're having. Drew Deckman.
I didn't get to smell anything this morning. I have no idea, but it was great last night.
His food is excellent.
Isn't it? The best? All right. Well, off you go. Have a great time, and we'll see you back at the finish line.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Here we've got a Ford Bronco. Team 154. Nicole is royally into the photography this morning, getting great shots of all our competitors. Good morning, Kristen.
Good morning. How's it going this morning?
Pretty great. How are you two doing?
We're wonderful. We had a great day yesterday during the prologue. We needed a boost of confidence, and that gave it to us because we ended up doing fairly well. And we're ready to start the day. See how it goes. Just keep that momentum going.
Well, I'm not going to keep you. Go ahead. Keep the momentum going.
Thank you.
We've got Drew. Now, here we go. Are you checking the trackers this morning?
We're just making sure they're all reporting before they head out. You are good. Good luck.
So that yellow tracker, I'll walk with you, Carissa.
All right.
So the yellow tracker on the dashboard that Kramer's getting a great shot of is the tracker that... Keep going. You can walk. You can drive. I can walk. So that's one of our safety tools. And that tracks the competitors, and then when they get to a checkpoint, they have to click it. So when they click it, it gives us the coordinates to see if they actually got the checkpoint. So how are you guys going this morning, Carissa? Give us the goss.
Good. We're so good. We're so stoked. We're so hyped. We're so ready. It's going to be an amazing day. We feel so great.
Oh my gosh, this is good.
Yeah, we are ready.
All right, I'll let you go so you don't keep up the line.
Awesome.
Take it easy. Have a great day. Okay, now we've got the Sasquatch Toyota, Karen and Hannah White. Karen Espiritu and Hannah White. Hey, Fuel Cell Babes, how you doing?
Feeling really good. Super excited. Super privileged to be here.
Good for you. What's your strategy for today?
We want to really try to nail the greens and as many blues as possible. We kind of went for the X's, which were blues, so we can actually see them, but it's a bit more of a technical driving to get to the X's. So we're excited to see how we do today.
Nice. Now, I'll walk with you if you don't want to have to wait. Now, we're just going to go backwards. Talk to me about your third teammate.
Oh, she's awesome. Her name is Sasquatch. We love her. She's a Sequoia, so, I mean, even for me, my original thought when I heard we were in a Sequoia, I was like, the mom van? And then we got in it, and we were like, that thing is a beast. She can do anything. We feel so comfortable in her. She's spacious. We have so much gear with us. We feel really good.
We thought the plot twist would be spending the night, and we were so not plussed by it because she's so comfortable. We have tons of room.
Oh my God, I love that. The mom van that's a badass van.
Yes.
Okay,
any dad, or I guess a mom who wants a cool van, or a dad who wants a beast of a truck, the Sequoia is the way to go. It's amazing. It goes through everything. It flies up the dunes. So comfortable. It's given me so much confidence. I'd never really off-roaded before 4 months ago, and I'm ready. We're doing the X routes.
Okay, so that was just a fantastic testimonial for the Reveille Rally. Thank you very much. You've done our job. So Emily always says this is about proving that the vehicle in your driveway can do anything. And the mom van, the Sequoia, apparently is a badass, and we can't wait to see what it does this year. Back to you, Emmy and Matthew.
Awesome. That was a lot of fun.
That was really cool. You know, we had a Sequoia as our vehicle, our kind of runaround vehicle last year. This year, Toyota gave me a Land Cruiser to drive up here. So, and all of these vehicles are new for 2024, 2025. Like, Toyota's really been putting out a lot of newer generation vehicles, starting with the Tacoma, then we had the Tundra first, and then the Tacoma, and then we had the Sequoia. Now we've got the new Land Cruiser that everyone's super excited about. So it's kind of cool to see what's happening.
Some people forget that, like, when a new model comes out from Toyota, they stick with it for a while. Right?
Yeah.
A while. So this is a big deal that there's so many new models debuting.
Yeah, now everyone's waiting for the new 4Runner. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break here so I can go get myself a Diet Dr. Pepper. We will be right back. Keep watching here at the Reveille Rally Live, presented by Toyota.
Total Chaos suspension systems are built for every adventure and have been durability tested on the toughest trails.
Sorry, Matt.
With over 25 years of dedicated Toyota experience, Total Chaos suspension systems will give your 24 Tacoma unmatched off-road performance. Handcrafted in the USA, our parts are manufactured for dependability and ride quality. Designed for daily driving and extreme off-road terrain, Total Chaos suspension is built for travel. Follow Team 152 in the Reveille Rally.
I was the first woman to solo drive the longest off-road race in the country, and I can tell you that the desert Southwest is like nowhere else I've seen. As you're looking at the map, you get so in touch with it, the features on the map start to rise up. You drive down these roads and hike these trails. It takes me back to a location. We want things that connect us. To me, that's what the sandstone does.
The Sandstone Collection.
Yes, our Yeti Sandstone collection. And right here I've got my Yeti Sandstone. It's kind of cool. It's like a peachy pink. I kind of love it.
Yeah, it was cool. I walked through a store the other day and I saw an advertisement. I was like, there's Chrissy.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. You're like, oh my gosh, my wife's so badass.
Yep.
Well, welcome back to our live show here at the Reveille Rally, day one. And, you know, we talk so much about the competitors, and we certainly appreciate everyone here that is watching us, all the friends, the fans, the family. And we want to make sure that we bring you guys into the mix, and we have some killer giveaways this year.
We sure do. Some of the tools that the teams are using to have their week be as best as it can. We've got giveaways up to $5,000 value from Pirelli, Big Agnes, Baja Designs, Fox Trail Trust, Dead Man Off-Road, Pennzoil, Cafe Moto.
All of our sponsors have contributed some stuff here so that we can give away some of their awesome products and some of their swag.
Everybody needs some Milwaukee tools.
Everybody. I've started buying Milwaukee tools now.
You know what? One of the Milwaukee giveaways is a pullover hoodie. But
No,
that's a
really?
tool. Keeps you warm. But also from Toyota. Anyway, a lot of fun we have with the giveaway. To participate in there, you go to rebellerally.com/giveaways. Giveaways, yes.
It's always pretty simple with us, just giveaways. We also have some promo codes for you all. I know that starting today, October 11th, you can get 30% off of Fox products. So if you go to rebellerally.com/promos, we've got all kinds of coupon codes and discounts from all of our sponsors, so that is pretty cool. I mean, 30% off of Fox products is a significant discount.
Yeah.
I have always run Fox on all of my off-road vehicles. Buddy, the off-road Miata, is wearing some Fox 2.0s. They've always been really great with customer service and just a really, really awesome product. So make sure that you guys go to that page, get your swag, get your cool stuff on your giveaways, and, of course, always follow us on the socials.
You want to follow us on the socials, you just have to spell Rebelle correctly, and you will find us.
Well, how do you spell Rebelle sometimes?
well.
Oh, do you spell it R-E-B? Wait, how do you spell R-E-B?
E-L-L-E.
Like a rebel?
Just spell it. R-E-B-E-L-L-E, rally.com.
And right. So you can follow us live, rebellerally.com/live. There you'll have access to the live show. You'll have access to scoring, timing and scoring. There's even a link to the YB tracker there so you can follow your favorite team. So that's a good place. Also, we've got an Instagram account. Ashley is killing it on the Instagram account with the stories and the reels. We've got Facebook and, of course, YouTube.
Let's talk about our schedule for the rest of the day. Aren't you here for a midday update?
Yep, that is going to be at 1 o'clock. We might even have some people out on the course today, some live hosts out on the course. Thank you, Starlink.
I think we're going to cruise out there and have a look. We'll take Trevor and maybe Katie out on course and see how we can do. And then this evening, we'll hit you back at 5:30, it looks like, for our finish show.
Yep, and that will be our finish line show. So we will have Katie out on the line interviewing people, see if they are smiling or crying. We don't know. It could be one of both. Could be both at the same time of just general relief that they finally made it.
It's going to be so different then. There's like a 40-degree difference between now and then.
Yeah.
It's about to get super hot out here.
Right. Well, we would like to thank everybody for joining us here at the Rebelle Rally live show presented by Toyota. We are here at Base Camp 1, Day 1. We will see you in a few hours at 1 o'clock. Thanks for watching.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jason Scherer, and we are here on the granddaddy of all four. And I'm so excited to be able to come and do it in my King of the Hammers Edition Bronco. Yeah. I took my daughter Hayden, who is 15 years old, and I let her get a little seat time behind the wheel so that she can get ready for the concrete jungle. And we're going to be out here, going and doing it together forever, hopefully.
Looks like we got traffic backed up for miles. Starting with a downed tree blocking East Avenue and a broken water main causing a bottleneck on the westbound lanes. We've got weekend travelers flooding the turnpike, meaning it's bumper-to-bumper traffic for the foreseeable future. I'd get comfortable. You might be there for a while.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.